Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening to you. Once again, I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. And fortunately, even though you had to go back to work or school today from the Memorial Day weekend, you were doing so under a pleasant note with temperatures around 75 degrees and a mix of sun and clouds. Right now, we're seeing more clouds moving in, but there's that 75-degree high, which is 3 degrees above average for this time of year. The low, once again, just like yesterday morning, around 40 degrees, so still below average of 51, but we'll take the above average high compared to what we had over the last, the better part of the last week when we were well below average by 15 or 20 degrees. Obviously, not anywhere near records and no precipitation, unlike the last few days as well. Still not far from that high at this time. Temperature right now 74 degrees with some sunshine in downtown Utica, dry roads out there as well. And other numbers from around the region range from 68 in Old Forge, 70 in Hamilton. We've got 67 in Binghamton. And even though you're experiencing plenty of sunshine down in Bradford, Pennsylvania, off toward our south and west, only 62 degrees there. The warm spot right now off toward the East Glens Falls, north of Albany, at 77. And area-wide, it is dry other than a few areas of mist and or drizzle out there. Those specks of green you see on the map. That's thanks to an area of high pressure that is off the New England coast right now. But you look off toward the southwest, and we also have an area of low pressure located over the mid-Ohio Valley, and that's going to continue to travel up toward the north and east during the day tomorrow and as we go through Thursday as well. And that's what will bring the increase in clouds as well as some more rain chances. But at least the next couple of days, even though we will have rain, we'll have temperatures in the 60s and 70s as opposed to the 40s and 50s. We'll be in the 40s and 50s overnight tonight, and that's where we'll start our Wednesday with clouds increasing from southwest up toward the north and east as we go throughout the day with temperatures a little bit cooler than they were today. So right around 70, maybe in the low 70s for some of you, upper 60s for those of you as well. And then we'll see rain chances increasing after 3 p.m., but otherwise most of the day is dry. If you're east of Lake Ontario, you may spend the entire Wednesday dry, but not so much as we go through Thursday with that area of low pressure continuing to move up toward the north and east. Rain chances increase as we go through Thursday, and temperatures will be in the 60s for most of the day, and that's where we'll be as we go through Thursday. But as we go through Friday, we'll see a break from the action, so that means we'll see some warmer temperatures. Not so much Saturday. Saturday looks like the wettest and the coolest day with a 70% chance of rain. It goes back down as we start the month of June, and it looks like we'll start the month on a warm note with temperatures at or above average for the next 6 to 10 days. As we go through tomorrow, though, again, around 70, not far from that as we go through Thursday, except Thursday we'll have some higher rain chances. Still a risk of showers as we go through Friday, 70 to 75, and then a cooler end to the month of May with temperatures in the 60s and some rain.
All right, thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And welcome back to Eyewitness News First at 10 on your Tuesday evening. I hope you had a pleasant return to work and school, and we had pleasant weather for it with temperatures getting up into the mid-70s. Unfortunately, that is not going to last long, though. 76 degrees today was that high temperature. That's 4 degrees above average. That low, though, that's still lagging behind by about 10 degrees. Just like it has the last couple of days. And we did not have any precipitation to speak of, obviously not anywhere near the records either. Right now, still fairly mild, 59 degrees as of 10:17. We also have a south-southeasterly breeze at around 3 miles an hour. The dew point is 52, and it feels like 59 because of that, because it feels rather pleasant outside. Other temperatures from around the region are in the 50s to the lower 60s, like Canjo is at 60 right now. Over in western Oneida County, Camden is at 64. We're at 61 in Syracuse, same thing down there in Varick, and looks like Ithaca is the cool spot right now at 54. Actually, Boonville, never mind, 53, 1 degree behind that. But as far as the radar goes, that is dry. Obviously, that looks a lot different than it has over the past couple of days, and that will change again over the next few days thanks to this storm system, which currently right now is working its way closer toward the Interstate 80 corridor in portions of central Pennsylvania, but that's where the rain is going to stay tonight. It'll stay into southwestern New York as well as Pennsylvania Pennsylvania, and then we will see some showers returning to our area tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening before it really gets going on Thursday. So we'll see variably cloudy skies through the overnight hours with temperatures in the lower to middle 50s, and then tomorrow we'll work our way into the 60s and eventually into the lower 70s for some of you once again, just depending on where you are. Most of us middle and upper 60s, but you may find a few occasional lower 70s like here in the Mohawk Valley, Utica. I'm expecting exactly 70 degrees for tomorrow. But starting out your day, you'll be doing so under variably cloudy skies, and again, showers won't become likely until the afternoon, and even the chance of that is rather low, only around 20 to 30%, but that changes as we go through Thursday, and we'll see some cooler temperatures going through Thursday as well. So again, the warmest of the next 4 days are both tomorrow and Friday, getting up into the low 70s. That's when we have the lower rain chances. When we have the higher rain chances, that keeps the temperature down both on Thursday and on Saturday. Saturday looks like the coolest of the next 7, and it also looks like the wettest with a 70% chance of rain that day. And then it looks like we start the month of June on a dry note for the most part, with temperatures between 65 and 70. But again, as far as the next few days are concerned, we'll have temperatures in the upper 60s to the lower and middle 70s, so a little bit below where we should be for this time of year. But it looks like as we start the month of June, we'll bounce back to around average, if not just a little bit above that.
Hey, at least we're not seeing that record high temperature of, what was it, 91 degrees?
Yeah, we're not seeing that, and we're also not seeing the record low high temperatures like we had last week into the 50s.
All right, thank you, Jordan. Well, no one...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Tuesday evening to you, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a quiet night ahead of us, although we will have some clouds heading our way, and that'll be the case again during the day tomorrow. Most of tomorrow is quiet as well. Same for today. High temperature, 76 degrees. That's 4 degrees above the normal of 72. And we still need to make up for that in the low temperature department. That low, just like yesterday morning, right around 40 degrees, a full 11 degrees below average, and obviously not anywhere near the records of 91 or 33 respectively. And also something different is that we did not have any rain to speak of out there today. Right now we have anything but rain in downtown Utica. We have clear skies as of 11:10, 57 degrees, a calm wind and a low dew point, making it feel like 57 out there right now. And temperatures will be into the lower 50s as we head through the overnight hours. As we take a look at numbers across the region, mainly in the 50s, but there are a couple of exceptions to that, like Syracuse at 61, same thing over in Varick, and closer to home, Camden is at 64 right now. As I mentioned, the rest of you are into the middle and upper 50s. The radar is dry. That was different most of last week and over the weekend, and that's going to be different over the next 24 hours. The reason being is because out in the Ohio Valley, down toward Pennsylvania, we have an area of low pressure working its way in our direction, and most of the rain is going to stay south of the Pennsylvania border. There could be some out near Buffalo later tonight. Other than that, we will just see an increase in clouds and no precipitation to speak of. That changes as we head through tomorrow. So again, variably cloudy skies through the overnight hours, bottoming out between about 50 and 55, maybe upper 40s for some of you. So basically a seasonable night, and then we'll see temperatures getting up to around 70 degrees, just depending on where you are. You could see the middle and upper 60s to around 70, a little bit below average for this time of year, but still not a bad day, but more clouds than sun, and we could see a spotty shower in the afternoon. We'll get to that in a second, but you'll start the day with a mix of clouds and sun, and then clouds increasing from southwest to northeast as the day goes on. Same for those rain chances, mainly after 3 or 4 o'clock. And it'll be fairly light in nature, but there could be a few moderate pockets tomorrow night into Thursday morning. And the warmest of the next 4 days, both tomorrow and on Friday, are looking pretty dry. It's Thursday and Saturday when we have temperatures in the middle and upper 60s, the cooler days, that we have the better chances for rain. Obviously, Saturday is looking like the wettest day, unfortunately, for the start of the weekend, a wet end to the month of May, and it looks like we dry things out as we start the month of June. But as far as the next few days are concerned, we'll have cloudy skies, mainly dry conditions for tomorrow, with shower chances returning as we go through Thursday and Friday, and especially on Saturday, looking particularly wet and cool between about 60 and 65. But it looks like temperatures bounce back, and so does the sun as we head through the start of the month of June.
And of course, we're not dealing with anything close to those records you were talking about.
Yeah, we're not dealing with certainly the record low highs like we had last week, around 50 to 52, and that chilly rain.
And how long do you think it could take us to get a little closer to that as summer goes on?
The record high temperatures, it looks like over the next 6 to 10, 8 to 14 days, we'll have temperatures getting up into the 80s, but the records are into the 90s. So we'll definitely be above average. I just not sure if it's going to be anything record-breaking quite yet.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Jordan. Coming up next on Eyewitness.